Hello there, Taylor with the Mal Tiempo Report. En este informe, hablo en español primero y después in the English language or whatever it's called, yes. So, primero, hay una tormenta tropical Dorian aquí. Y no, en este pronóstico no se prevé que esta tormenta tropical convertirse en un huracán, pero es pronosticado que esta tormenta gradualmente ayuda. Aumento el viento, los vientos o algo así. Es la verdad. Mira este satélite aquí. Aquí es Dorian, sí. En el momento no hay ningún peligro afectando tierra. Pero sin duda, en el futuro más definitivo, sí, no es español. Y en el Pacífico hay un tormenta tropical, también tormenta tropical Flossie, sí. Y Flossie no tiene peligros afectando tierra, creo que sí. Pero mira. ¿Peligros? No peligros afectando tierra con Flossie. ¿Con Flossie? ¿Es la palabra? Con mit Flossie, sí. Ya. Y hay una zona de probabilidad aquí, pero es también, todavía baja 10% en el momento de esta zona convertirse en un ciclón tropical, sí. Muy baja. Y es todo. It's todo mostly. I can't think of the word for mostly. I don't know how to say that. So yes, we'll go in reverse order. It's a 10% chance here. And given how far north this thing is, that's probably never going to turn into anything and probably just continue to hit less and less favorable waters and conditions and stuff. This thing is far out enough. Tropical Storm Flossie far out enough to not really be a threat to land. However, what's interesting, Hawaii might actually get something now on this edge of the forecast. They're predicting weak into a tropical depression, so maybe it'll just be a whole bunch of rains and maybe some light winds by that point, but still definitely something. And this 77 CP, I don't think this is a real spaghetti model out here, so you can ignore that set of marks. And then there's Flossie, who doesn't have any land hazards at the moment, but will definitely be passing quite close enough to land to definitely have at least dangerous surf conditions, quite possibly, depending on how the winds are oriented at that point. Could be damaging winds, could be bringing rains and stuff, but at the moment, nothing. So yes, and if you also read the forecast, so apparently what Dorian is encountering or got through some rough patches, and there's supposed to be more rough patches to come, but they're prognosticating or forecasting or whatnot that they believe Dorian is going to make it through and then come back out again to favorable conditions or something. So if you look at the progression, it's actually, what do they have here? 50 knots right now. It's predicted at the end of the forecast path to be at 60 knots /70, and I believe 74 is the cutoff for where it is officially a Category 1 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. So this thing might end up being a hurricane. Or maybe the forecast is completely wrong and it will get too, sheared off or dissipate. That could happen with the unfavorable things. Stranger things have happened. Though if you look at the spaghetti models themselves, let's go specifically to the spaghetti models page. Where is it? So we can see it without the clutter. So, here are the models for Dorian. Dorian is in pretty much good agreement with most of the models as to where Dorian is going. Yes! So, however, there is some dispersion? Divergence. There's some divergence on how intense Dorian will be. So, what is that, a ship model, I think? SHF5 is predicting Cat 1 status. But yeah, so that's something, obviously, that is definitely going to be news of some sort. I'm sure I shouldn't say I'm sure. There's possibly going to be at least rains, even if it's not a storm by then. But yeah, it's right now predicted to stay tropical storm strength and continue to increase over the next few days. So that is what is going on. And of course, with the map, since things are crossing the international date line, it has to go the long way to get back all the way to the other side of the international date line. How fun. Yes, so that is it for what's happening in the land of tropical cyclones, in the land of severe thunderstorm weather in regards to only the United States. We've got 15% chance of winds and hail. And now look at the 2% or less than 2% chance of a tornado, because that's going to come up in just a second. But first, we'll take a look at the watch in effect. Severe thunderstorm watch, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin till 9 p.m. CDT. There's a mesoscale discussion in effect for this area for severe thunderstorm potential increasing through remainder of the afternoon. Watch possible 60% on that one. So possibly a watch for parts or all of this area soon-ish. And then here is where I brought up the tornado thing. So less than 2% chance of a tornado today. However, there's a tornado, or as of the time I loaded the page, there was a tornado warning in effect. So that's why you can't ever say, oh, hey, there's no tornado chance today, because stuff can always happen. But as of the time I loaded the page, also some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, some flash flooding, and another severe thunderstorm warning in effect. So in general today, here are the specific maps. This map shows the probability of severe winds, which would be winds 58 miles per hour greatest, as high as 15%. Here's the map showing the probability of severe hail, which is hail 1 inch or larger, and the possibility of a tornado, which apparently you can have like a tornado warning over there. But, there's nothing officially on the map today. Tomorrow it tapers off, at least as of now, it's predicted to taper off where we've just got some 5% areas all over, and then it's forecasted to continue to taper off, but will it? That's why we pay attention every single day. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. Wicked Wix is WICKEDWX.com, and Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. There you go, that is Dorian. And that is it for today, and hopefully you're staying safe out there.